Hello, everybody. Welcome to the weekly Wednesday live stream. Normally, this episode would be for patrons only. However, I have made a big goof because this has been the worst week of my entire existence. Made a big goof and totally forgot to make this private. So welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody. You're getting something that normally patrons would get. So let's just all enjoy it. We all need to talk AHS. So episode 4 is tonight. And I do want to say welcome to my guest, Dawn Ford.
Good morning, everybody.
Yes, thank you all so much for being here. Yes.
For me, it's actually afternoon. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Dawn, we appreciate you being here. And before we get into everything, I just want to remind everybody that, okay, Freaks of AHS, we have a costume contest going on. So how it works is there's categories that you guys can enter. You just take a picture of yourself, you put the category, tag it in the picture, post it in between October 30th and the 31st. Only categories and pictures are going to be allowed in, and the members are going to vote. So we have different categories like admin faves, best Scathich, best costume of the season, things like that. So everybody will basically get a $20 gift card that wins, and then others will get a $10. Anyway, you all have a bunch of chances to get $10 or to get a bunch of gift cards to win. And so come join the Freaks of AHS and come join our costume contest, where we're going to have a bunch of fun with this month. So, and it's at the end, so you still have a little time to come join. And of course, guys, do not forget Beyond the Horror. That is slated to go on tonight at 10 p.m. As far as I know, everything is good so far. Nothing is, yeah. God forbid. Excuse me. God, I'm sorry. I still have that terrible cough. God forbid. So tonight, immediately after episode 4 of AHS, come over here. The link is already set. Time is already set. Come join us. We'll talk episode 4. My reviews for episode 1, 2, and 3 are out. Go check those. I also have some great theory videos coming out, such as did Chanel number 3 date Mr. Jingle's offspring? I've got a really great theory about Miss Mead and Jenny Reynolds. So yeah, there's just there's some really great theory videos coming out. So those will be coming out soon as well. Yeah, just shout out to anybody who's having the worst week of their lives. We can share this together and we can watch AHS together. All right. So Dawn, what are you most excited about for tonight for episode 4?
Well, we're finally going to hopefully get to see Birdie, because she's been MIA for almost the entire season so far, except for episode 1. So hopefully we'll get some backstory on that. That's the only one I'm really looking forward to as far as backstory goes, because so far she's the only one we don't have any backstory on.
Yeah. I know. And, you know, finally, it's episode 4, and we saw Birdie last in episode 1. So I do hope that, yeah, they'll answer something regarding her, you know, but it seems to me that everything has been so fast-paced that they might touch on it, but I'm kind of afraid we might not actually get, you know, the actual answer.
Well, remember, that's what we thought last week, but we got backstory on Ray and all that other stuff.
Got all that backstory. That's true. It was like a backstory extravaganza last week.
I was actually happy with last week's episode, because I wasn't happy with Ray. So for him to actually be gone, that's actually good. Although I think he's probably going to come back as a ghost, more than likely.
Yes. And I'm sorry, I saw what Glenn noted in the comments. As far as I'm aware, you can't use Amazon gift cards on other Amazon websites because it's different currencies. Oh, well, that is how I do give away the prizes, Glenn. But I have had other gift card winners from other countries. They were able to use it. I mean, now, if there were different currencies, obviously, you know, there's discrepancies. But we tried to make sure it all matched. So I just want everybody to know that I try to make it as fair as possible, but Amazon gift cards is the best way to get prizes out to people. I don't know, maybe I should change it to Visa gift cards possibly, but then you'd have to ship those. I'd have to buy them and then ship them to people, where Amazon, you just do it all online, and it's so easy. So But I just wanted to make that note very quickly and just address that because I am going to pay the contest winners with Amazon gift cards. Like I said, it's automatic. It's sent to you and you get it right then and there. So I really like to do it that way. So thank you so much, Glenn. You are so sweet. Let's see. Jalen wants to see a backstory on Trevor. So Dawn, out of all of the characters that we haven't got a backstory yet on, which one do you want a backstory on the most this episode?
Let's see. I'd have to agree with Trevor because I find him very interesting.
I agree.
So
I can't wait for Montana's backstory, which it seems that we're going to get this episode.
Well, I want to find out what her story is with Richard Ramirez.
Yes. And I'm scared, Dawn, that they're only going to reflect just on that part. But I want so much more, you know? I want so much more than just how she meets Richard. You know, they seem lovers. How is she connected to Joe Kavanaugh? You know, I mean, how is she connected to Brooke? And it kind of seems to me that the most likely way that she and Joey knew each other, or that Montana. Okay, so I guess let me say, Dawn, first off, a lot of people noted in my review video that Montana did not specifically say that Brooke was the one that they were there to kill, that she said her. So in my opinion, the reason why I said Brooke in my review is logical deduction. It doesn't seem like to me that they really have anything against Margaret or Birdie. And Brooke is the only other female there. So to me, logical deduction says that they were talking about Brooke. Now, I understand I could be wrong, but I did get a ton of people who thought that I was wrong, that they were talking about somebody else. Do you think that is possible?
We could totally be wrong, and she could be talking about somebody else, and we just don't know yet. But Brooke is the most logical choice right now.
Exactly. And then who else would Montana be referring to? Like I said, she didn't seem like she had anything against Margaret or Birdie, and those are the only two chicks at camp that I could remember. So I apologize. For some reason, I have forgotten the girl ballet down the road 8 miles that they saw at the gas station. So that's my bad. Other than Nurse Rita. Sorry, there is Nurse Rita. Okay, there is Nurse Rita.
Oh, the fake Rita. What is fake Rita? Yes.
We love Rita. Oh God, I love Rita's switch. But okay, so we discussed that Brooke would obviously be the most likely suspect. And I'm really scared that when they give us Montana's backstory, it'll only be like 2 seconds and we won't get anything else. I want to know how she is in all of this. And so Dawn, I would like to know what you think about it. And I'm just going to say that my opinion is that Joey had Montana. Montana can't be a cousin. I don't think that Montana is any kind of family member regarding Joey, because they would have met at the wedding and they would have met before with all of their family members. And it just, in my opinion, doesn't make any sense that Montana would be related to Joey or Brooke. So relations, family-wise, does not make sense to me. But what does make sense is that Joey had Montana like on the side. Maybe he was the next girlfriend or something like that. Maybe they dated before he found Brooke. Or maybe Joey was the guy that did kind of keep 2 girls. And, you know, he decided that he would marry Brooke instead.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as the type that would stay... not necessarily celibate, but would basically stay with the same person. He strikes me as someone who would stray very easily away from the person that he's dating. So, well, that could be what we're dealing with there. Is that maybe Montana is the side person for him.
That's what I think is most likely. Either that or she's related to the best man who was shot. And possibly. I mean, that's the only way I would think that she's related to anybody in the bridal or the groom party is by the best man. So, like I said, we could be wrong, but those are our speculations. I do want to say that Jason made a comment He says, I have a feeling that they're going to make everyone guilty of something, like Brooke probably cheated on her fiance. And that's a very good question I wanted to ask you, Don, because I wanted to ask you, and everybody in the comments, please, and I will definitely post your answers on what you think. Please let me know if you guys think that Brooke cheated on her fiance. So tell me, yes, Brooke cheated, or no, Brooke didn't. Now, my personal opinion is that Brooke's character is truly virginal. I mean, I'm just going on what I've seen in a past few episodes. So obviously, more than likely, I'm wrong. But I'm just going off of a guess, and my guess is that she did not cheat on her wedding, the night before her wedding. What do you think?
When you go back to 80s horror movies, there always has to be one character that's a virgin, and the virgin is the one that always survives. So when you think about that, I don't think she did. I think she's still the virginous character that is going to survive the whole season, in my opinion. Okay. So I don't think.
See, I think we're on the same page, definitely, with this, Dawn. I think we've definitely got the same theory about that. I like Melissa's comment. She said, I think Brooke isn't a cheater. The best man is gay. Oh, that would be a twist.
That one's possible, too.
Absolutely. Of course, because, you know, Joey seems like the kind of guy who would look down on his best friend being gay. So I would definitely say, that's possible. That's highly possible. But it seems like the consensus is split in half regarding if Brooke cheated or not. A lot of people, you know, I guess we'll just never know unless the show tells us. But that is a very overwhelming question. And I probably should put that poll question up to ask everybody just to see if we can get, you know, some replies about that and see what people think. So somebody was asking me about synopsis regarding that are out for more episodes. And thank you so much, Glenn. Glenn says that those synopsis that they're talking about are from IMDb. So
yeah, those are not the most trustworthy.
Coming from somebody who manipulated IMDb in season 6, I am credited as an actual actor on American Horror Story season 6 Roanoke on IMDb.
You cannot trust IMDb.
Exactly. I am actually credited American Horror Story actress on IMDb. That's what I tell people. I'm an actress for American Horror Story on IMDb. So how are you doing?
Yeah.
So anybody can manipulate that site, sadly. And it's, it's very easy to spread a rumor. So I do try to stay away from any spoilers that could be put out. I do, however, watch other YouTubers' reviews because I just want to see if there's anything that they caught, maybe that I didn't, maybe if there's something that I could think for a theory. And there's only one other YouTuber that I watch, and I'm trying to get him to come on Beyond the Horror, and I hope he will. And that's EJ Marino. And I've asked him to come on Beyond the Horror. And if you guys haven't watched EJ's videos, he's got some great videos. You should definitely go check him out.
Yeah, GameSpot Universe is good too.
Absolutely. They are very good as well, but they're not talky to me, sort of like talky. How could I say it? I can't believe I just said that. They don't talk to me sort of like me and like EJ do. So, you know, because we're the smaller YouTuber channels, and AHS Universe is like, you know, the Watch Mojo for AHS, that and GameSpot, you know, so smaller YouTubers find us. I'm glad you guys love EJ. I see a lot of you commenting down there how much you love EJ. I'm very glad.
Yes, he's actually very good.
So, Dawn, do you have any predictions for tonight? Anything that you specifically want to see happen?
Well, let's see. What is the name of the episode? It's True Killers. So I'll be listening for Cyndi Lauper. Let's see if we can actually get any of that tonight.
Right.
Just because of the name. I don't know how this one's going to go. Because how many more killers can there actually be? But
right.
No, they're all killers. And we just don't know.
You know, Dawn, there's one thing I wanted to ask you. And there's one thing I wanted to ask everybody, because there's just one thing that's just been kind of egging at me since the episode last week. And that is the pit. Okay, so Mr. Jingles did not escape and get to the camp until nighttime. And Richard Ramirez didn't get there until much earlier as well. So, and that pit, let me tell you, when you dig a big pit like that, I lived in the country when I was a kid. We had a big turtle pit. Wasn't anything like that, mind you. It just only went like a couple of inches deep. Just, you know, so we could put a little chicken wire around it so the turtles couldn't get out. But we built a really big turtle pen. And we dug a really big, massive Y because we had a lot of turtles. And that took at least it was me and my dad and my brothers, and that took us a day. Okay, so I can only imagine how long it took someone to dig that pit, find those the tree branches that were thick and strong enough that they could carve into stakes, and then put those stakes in there. I mean, that we're talking like a week's effort here, you know, at minimum. And I just
that had to be planned ahead by someone. So I don't think that
I don't think it was them. Yeah.
I don't think it was them. Honestly, I think it has something to do with Leslie Grossman's character, in a way. That maybe she planned something like that.
Yeah, I think in the comments somebody was thinking that they might set it up.
So.
Yeah, Don, you might be onto something, because I think somebody notated in the comments that maybe Donna or Rita, or sorry, Donna is Rita, that Donna is that.
I think that it may have been Leslie Grossman's character, because she's definitely hiding a lot more than she said so far.
Yeah.
There's a lot there that we don't know yet.
Oh, I know. And I mean, do you think they're going to do the Jason Voorhees route? And do you think that Birdie is going to be Jonah's mother?
No, I think that would be too predictable.
Okay. Thank you. I think so too. A lot of people really, truly believe that's what's going to happen. And you know, that would be a great twist, but it just does seem too predictable. And AHS is trying to, in my opinion, do what's not predictable.
Yes, and this is Ryan and Brad we're talking about. So
right,
they can take it anywhere they want to, really, at this point, because we are on season 9. So,
well, I just wanted to remind you guys that if you are enjoying the stream, please do not forget to thumb it up. Now, I do apologize. Normally, these streams are for patrons only. However, I have just made a little brain fart and accidentally publicized my own unlisted stream. So enjoy the stream. But again, if you want to be a patron, oh, Murder Motel, you are so badass. If you want to be a patron, there's a link for it in the description. Just for $1, you get all of these live streams and you get to chat with me and all this stuff. So thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Murder Motel. Murder Motel says, hi, Mary. I got Domino's Pizza. Thinking about doing a mukbang on my channel since they are welcome. Okay, it's where you eat and talk to your followers. I got a chicken bacon ranch pizza with garlic bread. Wow. Nice. I haven't eaten in like 3 months. So enjoy.
What are you, on a liquid diet now?
No, I'm on a no choice. Either eat, be in extreme pain and die diet. It's really keeping me thin now. So it's okay. I'm on like 18,000 different medications right now, and they're actually starting to help. So it's actually kind of nice. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So again, guys, I am so excited for tonight, and Beyond the Horror will be tonight. Don't forget about the costume contest. Thumb up the live stream, and of course, don't forget to subscribe, because I really love to do these live streams and talk AHS with you guys. And there are definitely so many other YouTubers out there. There's GameSpot Uverse, I think that's what they are, and then there's Gray Area. I think Debbie said that they even talked about her Terminator theory. I checked out Gray Area like last week, I think, and she's a great YouTuber. She definitely deserves her viewers. They're all so fantastic, and definitely, I wish maybe we all of us YouTubers get together and just have one live stream together where we just kind of, you know, talk, edit streams on all of our channels. So that would be nice.
Yeah, Gray got her start from Game of Thrones, and now that that's over, she's doing other things now. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, my hair's going a little crazy. It's so crazy over here in Texas. And like I said, this has literally been the worst 7 days of my entire life. I would rather have needles poked through my eyeballs than live this week over again. So, thanks, Story. Thank you so much, Jason. Thanks, Story does a phenomenal job. And you are right, they do. I think I even watched one of their videos like 2 weeks ago. I try to just kind of keep up and make sure that, number one, I'm kind of keeping up with other YouTubers, and number two, that I'm just trying to provide you guys with good content that you might want to watch. So,
Right.
You take it easy, Glenn. You have a great day. So, guys, don't forget, patrons, we will be back next Wednesday for the live stream, but Beyond the Horror will be here after tonight, after the episode premieres. So I'm going to watch that in bed with my husband, and then I will stream with you guys, and we will chit-chat about the episode. I'm so excited about that, Dawn. I can't wait for episode 4. I just want to be, Dawn, I just want to be blown away like I was last episode.
I'm actually really excited for this season so far. I have not been disappointed. I'm interested to find out how far they're actually going to take it this year.
Mm-hmm.
Because of last year. Last year was a bit of a disappointment because they tried to cram too much in not enough time.
Right. If they put 12 episodes in Apocalypse, I think it would have, or 13 episodes in Apocalypse would have been San Magnifique. Yes.
And I think because they had to rush it because that was the only time they could get everyone back. It didn't quite work the way they wanted it to. So I think they're trying to make that up now with this season, and everybody's been asking for this for how many years?
Yeah. This is my dream season, and I'm getting it. I'm loving it.
Everybody's been wanting the sleepaway camp vibe, and we finally got it. So.
And Dawn, I really don't feel bad for all those people who are missing the season because they kind of stuck their nose up at the show. Leave all that juicy AHS 1984 to me. But I also want the show to get the ratings because I want the show to keep going. And we know that they're going to season 10. And then what happens if they decide at that point, because there's not so many viewers, that they're not going to do it anymore? So I just really want the show to keep going. And
I think we all want that. But from what I understand, FX said that they can keep going as long as they want, as long as Ryan still wants to do it. So,
Ryan, keep wanting to do it, bitch.
But with everything he's got going on now, I mean, he's striking while the iron's hot.
Yes.
Everything else with Netflix. I mean, for all we know, he could move everything over to Netflix, and then he'd have more creative control that way than he does on FX right now.
Absolutely. And Christian's asking a good question, Dawn. Who do you think will die next? So who do you think will?
For me, as long as Montana and Trevor hang around, I'm good to go.
Right.
So, because they're actually fun to watch.
Now, which out of the two of them, Dawn, is your favorite character?
Who's my favorite? Oh God, that's a tough
out of Trevor
one.
and Montana, because I mean, I guess you would generally say that you love Trevor and Montana the best, right?
Yep. So far.
Okay.
So God,
if you had to choose, if a serial killer was about to axe one of them, and you had to save your favorite,
it would be Montana more than.
Oh, you're awesome.
So.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I want Xavier to hang out for a while, and we'll see what happens there. But
yeah, the person I think will die next, obviously, will more than likely be Chet, which I am kind of wondering if he already died already.
No, they got him out of the pit, so who knows?
Right, they got him out, but do you think at any point he could be a ghost like Jonas? But then again, they would see his body if he died.
He didn't get stabbed he didn't get hit in any vital organs that are going to cause.
He did. He got popped on his heart side. He was on his left side, which is where your heart is. So it must be up in his shoulder, but by pulling it out, what they should have done is at the back,
Oh, I know, they should have broke it.
Yeah. And he should have just walked around with it still in there. It would have been like a cork, keeping the blood in and keeping him from bleeding to death. So in my opinion, it's very possible he can bleed to death like that. So I just,
let's just hope that's not the case. But
I know, but I really think he's either going to be the next one to die or he's like coming up very soon on the chopping block.
Yeah, that's going to be sad though, because he's doing such a good job.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sad that Ray died because he ran like a little bitch the entire episode.
He deserved it though. He's been for
that.
He's been a whiny bitch the whole time.
Well, you do that when you're young, okay? Don't judge us. No, I swear, guys. One time I left my best friend in the entire world, my best friend Britt. I know I've told you guys this before, but Brooke, you in danger, girl. That's what Jason says. I left that in the comments, Jason. But Britt and I went to a haunted spot in Austin, and when something was happening, it was either stay there and defend Britt and save her or run away like a little bitch and leave her. I ran away like a little bitch and left her. So that's why I was kind of making fun of Ray so much because, I mean, come on. When we're young like that, we do it. But when we get a little older, we get a little rare, sometimes.
Well, that's what happens when you're a teenager in the 80s.
Yeah, I know.
Which I was a teenager in 1984. I was 16 in 1984. So.
Right. Yeah. I know. I was still. Yeah, I was definitely watching A Nightmare on Elm Street in my youth. Yep. With my little Sony Walkman. Yep. Listening to Prince.
Which now that movie makes me laugh hysterically. It used to scare the hell out of me. Now I laugh at it every time I watch it. I think I've been desensitized to horror flicks, which is sad because they're my favorite.
So Melissa is indicating that this is like a purgatory, like learning lessons. And I think that's very interesting, and Melissa might be onto something. You keep repeating what you're doing until you do it right. It's sort of like In the Tall Grass, Stephen King, Joe Hill, Netflix movie kind of thing. And
right.
Did you see In the Tall Grass by chance, Dawn?
Not yet. It's on my list. Okay. I have not seen it yet.
I will not discuss it.
Don't spoil it because I haven't watched it.
If you have a chance to, watch it because I have a feeling this season is going to be turning out like the premise of that episode. Oh, Jason, thank you so much for becoming a patron. You are badass. Huge shout out.
I think they turned it into a movie. They didn't do the whole. It's just a movie for now. I don't think they're going to do a whole series on it.
No, yeah, it's just a show.
I just haven't watched it yet.
It's good. And it's disturbing and good.
Well, it's Stephen King, so what else can you expect?
And his son, Joe Hill. Yes. And Miss Buffy says, Mary, please shout out to the UK. We don't get the episode until tomorrow night. Miss Buffy 90210, which I love your name, by the way. Total 90s nostalgia. You are badass. Huge shout out to you guys. And I am so sorry. I hate the time zones. I mean, it's like, why do they punish people because they can't get their programming right? Because they can't sync them all together. I mean,
that's right. That's why I keep the comments off until Thursday night, just so it doesn't spoil the UK.
Right. And I don't want to be that asshole that spoils it for some person who desperately really wants to know what happened. It's one thing if you go online and you want to be spoiled. But when you go online and there's that one asshole that spoils it for you, it kind of ruins everything. So all of you out there that are in the UK, please make sure that you hit your notifications off because I don't want to be that person. And Miss Buffy, there is a link in the description to become a patron. It's www.patreon.com/MaryGirlMoody. Yep. And like I said, there's a $1 level and higher. So you just pick the one that's best for you. All of them get the live streams. So, and everything that you guys donate goes to keeping the channel going. So yes. Jacob the Snake Up brought, thank you all again so much to all of you who are patrons. You are literally keeping my channel going. And that's why I give you a lot of love and shout outs in the videos. Jacob the Snake Up says, did you hear that Lily Rabb is rumored to be in episode 7 and Connie Britton is rumored for episode 6? No, I didn't think of, to be honest with you. I try not to listen to that. I mean, it's fun. I'm not gonna lie. It just gets my hopes up. And I don't want to get my hopes up that Lily and Connie are gonna be in it, and then they're not, and that sucks. So no, I haven't actually checked it out.
I don't believe all the rumors either, because
yeah,
a lot of people are just grasping at straws because they really want everyone to come back, and it doesn't always work out every year.
Sadly, no. They all have different schedules. But one thing you did say, Dawn, you said something about Apocalypse. Now, recently I did go back on Netflix and I rewatched Apocalypse. And I have to say that I like it better the second time around, going around to watch it. Now, I did go back and rewatch episodes for reviews and theories, but it has actually been a really long time since I let about a good 6-8 months go by before I actually went back and watched it. And now that I have, I like the season better. I think Mallory was definitely underrated. And I'm still a little pissed about her going at him with the car, but what the fuck else did we expect?
Yeah, I know.
They
could have done something different, in my opinion, but I think they were pressed for time, or they're just like, we have to end this now. Let's do it the easiest way possible and piss off a lot of people.
You're right. What's the way we can piss off a lot of people? Ooh.
Let's have her run him over with a car. Okay.
No, I don't think that pissed people off enough. Yeah, Will. All right, let's do it.
I know.
All right, guys. So look,
much better.
I have children coming home soon from school. So we are going to have to wrap up the live stream. But of course, patrons, don't forget, weekly Wednesday live streams next Wednesday. Costume contest and the Freaks of AHS Beyond the Horror tonight. Link is already set. And yeah, you guys are so awesome. Thank you so much to my guest, Dawn, for being here today. Dawn is going to be a guest tonight on Beyond the Horror, and I am so excited about that.
I'm excited.
Yes. We're going to
be fun.
And for those of you who are waiting for my review, don't forget FX Plus is no longer, so they are no longer releasing the episodes early anymore. So I have to wait to watch them at 9 p.m. And when I did my reviews after the episode, I would be so tired that I would sometimes slur my words and I wouldn't actually get out everything that I needed to. So I try to wait and then go back and rewatch the episode a couple of times and give you guys better quality reviews. So it will be up on Thursday. Just make sure you have a little patience. It'll be here. And sometimes copyright strikes are a son of a bitch. So, all right, guys. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And I love you all so much. Thank you all again for being here. And we will see you next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.